Hey everyone, I'm going to share part of a dream that I had last week with you because I know there's several messages in this that are for you guys and that you can take and pray about and learn as well right along with me here. So last week I had this dream and I was in an old house that I lived in. We have this really big picture window that looked out to the backyard. And I'm standing inside the living room and out of the corner of my eye, I see this big brown UPS truck come flying by and I can hear it crash. And so I run over to the picture window with a family member and we're looking out and we see this big UPS truck crashed against this oversized dumpster. And so we're looking at it and it's crashed and it's facing upwards, just like straight up to the sky against this oversized dumpster. So we open up the deck window and we step out onto the deck and the wind is just blowing and howling hard. I can feel it, I can hear it. And it's blowing really hard and we're watching this UPS truck. So we drop down the deck and we go out there and the UPS truck gets caught up in a whirlwind, and this whirlwind you can't see, but it's caught up in a whirlwind and it's taking this UPS truck and it's spinning it. And I'm standing right underneath it and I'm watching up and it's taking this UPS truck all the way up until it gets so small that I can't see anymore. And so I know there's a message in that for you guys as well, because the UPS truck to me really signifies a carrier, right? Something being carried, being transported, a message being carried or transported, okay? And in the past year, I've had several dreams about whirlwinds, and I've had a lot of dreams about wind itself. And so in my past dreams, the wind itself really signifies God's word in that. Not necessarily whirlwinds, but the wind itself, okay? Whirlwinds a lot of times signify times of change. They can signify some negative things and positive things depending on the context of the dream. And so I know there's a message in that for you guys. So I'm still standing there, I'm looking up to the sky, and all of a sudden I see all of these aircrafts zooming in and out of the clouds, and they're in battle up in the sky. And I look over to my family member, I'm like, hey, come here, can you see this? Look at this. And he stands and he's looking up at the sky as well. And we're sitting there watching, and I'm watching this battle going on in the sky. And I'm like, can you see this? And he's like, what are you looking at? And I keep pointing at him every time they weave in and out of the clouds, and he just can't see it. And I know there's a message there for you guys as well. Okay, so as you're really especially thinking about the political climate that we're in, or the times that we're in right now, like really be thinking about that message that's being carried, right? That's being delivered in God's word up against the dumpster, right? So really think about the symbolism there, and really thinking about me being able to see something that's in the sky, a battle that's going on, and somebody right beside you that's not able to see it. Okay, so really be thinking about that. I know there's a message in there for you. After that, my dream, I basically transitioned into another spot that I feel very safe at. And I'm watching out on the street and I can hear all this chaos and battle and commotion going on outside. And I look off to my left, which is the east, and I see this big fighter jet come flying across the sky and it's angling towards the ground. And all of a sudden it starts firing. And I can't see what it's firing at, but it comes shooting by. And it's like straight out from me. It's like 40 feet off the ground and it goes slow-mo and I can see the jet and has in red lettering United States all over the jet. And then it picks back up speed and it goes. And a few seconds later, all of these vehicles, all blacked out vehicles, come driving by, and just like one after another. And usually like an all blacked out vehicle to me like that signifies something protected, something secret, a message again being carried. And so you can think about the symbolism there. And I know there's a message in there for you as well. Okay, so as you're really thinking about that in the climate that we're in today, in words and messages, and maybe truth that's trying to get out today, you can really think about some of the symbolism and take it and pray about it and ask God yourself, be like, hey, what does this mean? Is there a message in this for me that I need to be praying over and to be praying about? Especially as we are in the climate that we're in today. Everything that's going on, you can think about in a world view. Of a lot of the topics that you'll see in headlines, right? Even as far as close to your home view, right? Your local governments, your local situations when it comes to government, when it comes to finances, when it comes to church, all of these things, I think there's a message in there for all of us. And so I wanted to share it with you today so you can take that message and you can pray over it. So you guys, appreciate you listening. Talk to you soon.